Hello, I'm Elgato and welcome back to the start of something brand new on this channel. So this is Unity SMP, my very first ever SMP series, and in case you're curious as to what one of those is, because I'll be honest, I was curious until not too long ago, it stands for Survival Multiplayer, and I'm really excited about this because it gives me my first opportunity to not only play survival, something I do a lot of, but to do it in a multiplayer form. And that means this series is going to be very different to most of the stuff on my channel, because it's going to be a great opportunity for me to actually, talk to and potentially collab with other YouTubers. In fact, that's why what mostly want to use this series for. It's not going to be a usual SMP where it's all about, the survival multiplayer, which I'm sure is something that, you might be into, you might expect, but it is something where I figure, let's use this as an opportunity to do that thing which I'm not really a big fan of, because you know how people are in the world, but I want to, kind of bridge that gap and give it a try, go a little bit out of what I find to be comfortable, and do some form of collab with some other YouTubers and see how that goes. The very first episode is going to be just a little bit different, because obviously I need to set up a base. Everyone around here, if you look around, there's going to be, titles, so this is the Android miner. He has himself a nice little place with just one lonely horse. It's an extra lonely horse. Seriously, look at the size of this field compared to the size of the horse. But everyone has their own little base with their own stuff going on, and I want to be no exceptions to that. I want to have some form of a base to start. I want it to be distinctive, because if I want to do some form of collab, I need a base in the world. I need a place with which to start, and yeah, I want to look at everyone else's first, get a feel for the room, and although I'm not going to match them, because that's never what I do in Minecraft, it is something where I at least want to see what's going on, because seriously, this is a nice house, right? And yeah, that's why today we're going to be starting, and we're doing something, different, because our very first, again, we're going to start right now, and we're going to see how fast we can go from here with just our tools, because a part of the world is that you get some tools, to actually having a fully functioning, or like at least a existing house in Minecraft. So I'm excited, hopefully all of you are too. Here is my first ever speedrun to house in Minecraft. Collabing is something that's really well on YouTube, because you're kind of taking like a personal relationship and making it professional, but I feel like, or like a professional relationship and making it personal, but I think it is going to be a fun opportunity to try and do this, because it fits into something that I love a lot anyway. I like playing Minecraft, especially in survival, and like having an opportunity to use that as a way to, again, try and like reach out and see like, oh, well, is this YouTuber super weird or not? And that's and that's something we'll be working out over some coming weeks. So yeah, I'm really excited about this first episode, because it gives me my opportunity to leave my mark on the server. I think that's something everyone wants to do in every phase of life, right? Like, sometimes you leave a mark that's like, oh, well, accidentally, broke a thing, and now that's going to be broken forever. That's kind of nice. In fact, I have broken several things forever. It feels pretty bad, doesn't it? But, the counter side of that is like, maybe I don't break the server forever, and things go pretty good. That's the dream. That's what we're going for. I'm going to make a cat house, because I figure, what, in a slot, if you want to, because one of the things is if you're explaining yourself to new people, and I'm going to have to meet like 18 new people sometime, one of the best things to do is to, have very basic, some things about you. Like, if you try to explain every single complexity of yourself to someone, it's really, really hard. That's why dating profiles, when someone goes like, oh yeah, so I'm a leopard, and I only like people who are, other, panda bears, and also I have this issue because when I was 12, I was mugged, and therefore if you try to mug me, I won't like you. Stuff like that, you're like, that is too much information. You need snappy 2 facts. So 2 facts about me: I'm a pretend fake internet cat, or a real pretend fake internet cat. And just to add some conclusions to that. And I don't like people, but I do like Minecraft survival, so we'll try and blend those things together. That's how we're going to try and do today. It might go horribly, it might go well, but that's something we're going to try regardless. So, also, because we have to kind of play this by ear, we have to find our own little space for a house, and I think, given that everything over here is, like, kind of free, I want to be near the spawn just because, there's a chance I'm going to die horribly, and I want to, rather than, regretting that chance forever, I just want to have my thing be right here in plain sight. So you can see someone else's chest, nice little blue jay delivery going on there. There's a chicken house over here. So I figured this place is a great place for a house, because I can kind of expand the land later. But for now, it's like right up against a corner, and it means that I'm flattening the land at the same time as doing something, which gives me opportunities to do cool stuff with support. So yeah, we're going to take all of my planks, turn those into those, take all of these, turn them into those. Actually, we're getting a lot of wood from all of this, aren't we? Make a bunch of crafting tables too. I'm going to need at least 4. We're just going to accept that right now, like 4 crafting tables. I'm going to get lost with one of them. There's going to be a serious loss edge going on there. So we'll place 1 crafting table here, and then we'll come back for another one, because we'll forget this. And then we're going to make a bunch of slabs, because slabs are going to be the key, I reckon, to making this effectively. And also, I just realized I could use strip wood for the very first time, so we can get like an aquatic kind of build going on here. That's an exciting idea if you ask me. So yeah, the main part of this build is going to be made out of dark oak, because I've got more of that partially, and then the rest of it's going to be made out of birch. And the two colors should contrast really well. It's like, you know, milk chocolate and dark chocolate. It's going to be just wonderful in my opinion. So, yeah, when it comes to, in case you're not familiar with my survival style, because, you know, a few people either don't watch all the survival videos, or maybe you just never watched a video before. Somehow, this is your first ever video. When it comes to Minecraft, I'm always a fan of efficiencies and different ideas. Like, trying to just take something which has been, you know, like, taking the basic idea of a house and building one of those. Like, there are people that love that. That's their favorite thing. And I'm not going to take that away from people. But what I will say is that it's not quite my thing. I need to... Also, this is, like, the weirdest building I've ever seen. Like, place things 5 times and then 3 of them will be placed. But yeah, I've always been more of a fan of, like, you know, why don't we instead try... Oh, I'm building on the wrong side of the ground. I think I have to build on the top half of the block. Because otherwise, you know, we'll see it when we go there. we'll work it out as we go. But basically, oh man, this is pretty tragic right here actually. But yeah, I prefer to have something different, something unique, so that every Minecraft world, like, you know, Minecraft is a game with tens of thousands of hours of gameplay, with millions of possibilities of what you can do. But if you do the same possibility every time and just try and minorly change it, then I feel like you're not really truly experiencing those possibilities. It's like, you know, if someone says you can have 3 wishes, you don't ask for $1,000, $1,001, and $1,008. You know, that's not a good prize. You ask for, oh, I'd like, actually, you know, 3 wishes. If I got them, what would I ask for? Probably, easiest first one is like, but optionally, eternal life, you know? Because eternal life gives you... Like, with eternal time, you can get most things you want. Like, money, if you need money, time will get you there. Like, even if you're, like, the worst vampire with money, you're a millionaire by now, unless you really are terrible. Because just being 500 years old means that in those 500 years, you made a lot of money. Like, it's just, if you haven't, then you're a bad vampire. Sorry, if any vampires watching this, I'm sorry about that. So, eternal life, optionally, you know, not like Captain Jack or whatever he's called from... you know, Torchwood, where, you know, they can lock him in there and he dies and comes back to life. None of that. Like, optional, you know, like, not life in there. But also, you know, the option for eternal life is a pretty solid one. And then your second wish has to be something along the lines of, like, okay, so now we've got the eternal life. We can do that. Let's pick a superpower. Let's pick a nice fun one. Something that will allow you to have fun in life. I guess honestly, I'd pick, like, you know, control over my own human emotions. Like, that sounds really silly, and that to, like, some of you watching, it's like, are you insane? Are you broken? Toycat? Like, you got something you need to tell us there? Also, we really need food, and I have none of it. But there is a cow over there that maybe I could kill, and maybe benefit from. But oh, it's a farm. So I guess what we'll do instead is we'll just we'll harvest all of this, and then replant the crops, and then make ourselves some bread because we need that kind. So yeah, second wish is like full control over your mind, because most people aren't, like, you don't realize you're not in full control of yourself. But if you, in case you think you are, like, no, Toycat, I am in control of everything I do, then think about, like, you know, like, last time you had a tub of ice cream, you're like, I'm gonna have just 1 scoop of ice cream, and then, like, you know, 2 minutes later, whole tub's gone. Or literally any example, like, if you try to, when you realize it, you don't have full control over yourself, you just have some amount of control. And because of that, full control over my own human brain. I think that is a superpower. Like, even if you think about superheroes in movies, they don't have full control over themselves. They just have, like, closer to full control over themselves than the normal person. But that's not good enough. I want full control over my own brain, which sounds silly, but that is the, you know, most powerful superpower. Like, you know, even people that can control other people's minds in, you know, movies, they don't have, like, full control. They have, like, basic human emotions of, like, oh no, we're gonna have to, you know, like, my mother's dying, I guess I'll have to give up my play for that. Oh, by the way, because it's a server, there's gonna be some rough stuff. So third wish, I'm thinking, now we got unlimited time, we've got full control of ourselves, now we have to pick something like, again, this is gonna sound a bit brutal, we're gonna just go with this one. I'm going to pick the ability to have infinite wishes, because, let's be honest, that should have been wish 1, but the catch is, you ask for infinite wishes third, because, you know, if it's the sort of genie that will be, like, spiteful about it, like, ugh, if you're just going to ask that, I'm not even going to bother with these other 2 wishes. I thought you were a cool guy, but clearly that's not the case. Also, we have to check if we actually can sleep. I'm not even sure. But yeah, if it's the sort of genie that's going to be like, you know, actually, you don't get to sleep. Sorry, you don't get to have infinite wishes. Okay, we are definitely trying to sleep. Let's go back into the bed. If it's the sort of genies that's going to be like that, you want to get your first 2 wishes in first, because there's no takesy backsies in wishes. And if it is the sort of genie that will give you that wish, because I'm so convinced that any genie like that tries to say no, you don't get infinite wishes, say why not? Say like, oh, did you tell me about that? If he does, then okay, that's fair. I was just testing out, if you were lying to me. And if it's not a clever genie, then guess what? Now you get infinite wishes, and you're basically beating the question. And I know it's cheating the question, but like as someone who likes like ways to cheat things, or at least do things a little bit different, I think that's an important thing to have in the world. So yeah, now we have the weirdest house, because this is realms building. Connection's a little bit shaky here. Let's now focus on actually having some. Oh wait, we can remove these and put some birch slabs there in its place, or a birch block even, because I want to have. It's gonna be a cat tower. You know the sorts of things where like there's like huge towers, and the towers are all kind of linked together. We're gonna be doing that, but over here. So we're gonna have exactly the same number of blocks, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the same over here. So 8 blocks in between this. And oh, I didn't count that correctly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we have a block of this over here. Again, this is so the catch here is that even though I think the realm is based, in fact I don't think it is based in Europe, but because when there's lots of people on a realm, it has to like kind of manage all the people together, and presumably right now it's not all European people. And think about the craziness in trying to get connection from like European people to Americans. There is literally, I think there's 12 undersea cables that handle all of the internet. If you just chop 12 undersea cables, you can literally stop anyone in Europe from accessing American websites, or vice versa. Like, how much of your favorite European stuff would you miss if it all went missing? Probably not too much, actually, but still, it's an interesting idea, to say the least. So, yeah, we're going to have lots of different towers. I think we're going to focus on these 3 first, because I want to have, like, a floor. Okay, so we'll go up 5 blocks, and then we'll have a little floor around here. So, just kind of build around that like here. And then this floor is going to have my house, but my house is going to be in a little corner over here. So this is going to be where my actual house is located. And then to get up there, I'm going to have like a little staircase of some form, or a ladder, like some form of thing going on there. And that's going to be the beauty of my realms thing. So yeah, the speed build is still on. We're getting this done. We're going to have the fastest functional, usable house any time now, and it's going to be wonderful. But yeah, so the other question, beyond like, okay, so if you could have any wish, which one would you pick? Because now we got that sorted out. Unlimited wishes. If you don't pick it, you're just wrong. It's like, if you find some money on the ground, you should give it back, right? That's the morally right thing to do. But if a genie, let's say someone who has infinite money. Well, that's not even possible. But if Bill Gates drops £50, are you obliged to give back to him? Because I think I still would. I think it's a bad example. But I think most people wouldn't. I think most people would be like, actually, I think he might have enough money. I'm not certain. But it seems like he might, at the very least. So if you're the sort of person that wouldn't give, £50 back to Bill Gates, you can also be the sort of person that just, oh god, okay, that's a fun little glitch. You can also decide to be the sort of person that will, they'll mess over a genie, because do genies really deserve your sympathy, your affections? What have they really done for you? Like that. In fact, if a genie can give you wishes in the first place, you probably should be cautious of him. In fact, I would never believe anyone who ever gave me wishes. Like, if a guy's like, oh, I'll give you a superpower, just like come with me. It's like, no, you're trying to abduct me. I'm not falling for that one. You know how it is. Also, this is starting to get a little bit rough. If this is not a speed build anymore, we're gonna blame the server, because that's how you get stuff done. So yeah, I'm the sort of person that I think likes to play around with systems a little bit, and if you're the sort of person who also likes to do that, then that kind of explains what I do most of on my channel, right? Because when it comes to, oh my god, this is insane now. Like, how am I meant to do anything if half the blocks vanish? But okay, so we've got at least something going on here. Now we need to have a house of some variety. So the house is going to be made out of birchwood slabs, because it's going to intersect with this in some way. Or maybe this will be part of the wall. No, it'll go all the way around the back. So this will be like, yeah, around it. So it'll be like, I think I know what I'm doing here. So we'll go 2 blocks. Am I out? Okay, I'm out of those. And then we'll go over here a little bit. And then we'll go back. I'm making like a reverse circle, and I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Or it's not even a reverse circle, it's just a circle. So 1 block out, 2 blocks this way. 2 blocks this way. and then 1 block in, and yeah, no, we're all golden. We're all golden here. So yeah, we've made ourselves at least the template of a house, and then there's gonna be a little cat circle here, and then at the top I'm gonna have something else all the way up there too. So yeah, we've got good things going all the way around today. It's just wonderful, and yeah, but one of the things I really like is like trying to find weird loopholes in systems, because there's a lot of things in the world where the entire oh no, yeah, I've done something wrong here, horribly wrong. Oh, I see what it is. It's that this isn't the end. They've got there's a block back here that needs to be placed, and then we can make the end. But yeah, well, I'm the sort of person that likes, you know, if you leave a thing out there, then someone else is going to use it if you don't. And given the infinite wishes genie, if someone, you know, asks their genie to wish your wishes away, you want to be prepared for that, and 3 wishes just isn't enough. So it's a dog eat dog world out there when it comes to genies. But anyway, oh, I've got more mistakes. You know, it's really hard to make circles in Minecraft. Okay, let's just all accept that. It's not easy. Place some blocks. Oh wait, no, block there. I don't know why I have those blocks there, but we'll just kind of go with it. Place some blocks there. Replace the block there, and replace the block there. Okay, there we go. It's happening now. It's happening. Look at this. We now have a correct-ish circle going around here, and then we'll have a little house that will kind of start over by the entrance here. Yeah, we'll have this kind of open up into a side, and this can be the entrance into the main house, which we can then access from over there. Because I'm going to have a little ladder of some form, or like a staircase. I'm not sure which makes more sense, because usually cat houses have like some form of cute cat ladder, but sometimes they have ramps as well, so I'm going to go for a very steep ramp, I think, because, you know, if I'm a cat, then I definitely need some exercise. Let's be honest, I'm a tiny bit out of cat shape here. So I'll have a ladder that is a ramp. So the way we can do this sounds insane until you think about it. But we have a block up like this, and then we go up 2 blocks. And assuming that this actually works, then we go up again, and then we go up by 2 blocks. Or in fact, we could go up 2 blocks every now and then. But then we remove this block, have this go up by 2 more blocks, and then we just link the ladder. Like we have another one of these just over here. And then we link them together in like a perfect way. Again, there's a lot of questions as to whether this works, but if it does, we have ourselves a functional-ish ladder. Again, big emphasis on the ish there, and big emphasis on the server being weird. But as you can see, we have wonderfully created the thing, and I'm looking forward to the rest of this. Actually, no, we're still missing a few ingredients for a house, so we're not done until we have those ingredients sorted. So now we remove all of these blocks. Instead, place them a little bit further back, just over there, because now the staircase goes right into the little cat house. And there we go. We've got ourselves a cat house of sorts. I think we do need to smooth this transition around here, because it looks like it's a curve. But right now you can see where the cat house has gone, at least. And it's a pretty dreamy place right on. It's very hard to make staircases. So yeah, this is my cute little ladder. It could be better, I'm sure. This is the outline for my house. For now, at least, I'm just gonna grab myself some more birch blocks, because trying to place slabs is like insanity. Like, look at this. Like, nothing is happening. Oh my gosh. In fact, it's more fun to place it like this, because you can see like every block vanishes then replaces. But you can place like 5 of them, so you can just like run around, place all the slabs that you want to place. The ones that you place wrong will just be unplaced by the game. And then just like this, see, every time I get one wrong, the game's there for me like a bro, being like, we know you didn't want to place that one. Don't worry, I got you, man. I got you. Which is why you should play on Realms, and why this SMP is better than any survivor you've seen before. So, yeah, have you ever wanted to live like a cat in Minecraft? This is kind of like a tutorial. It's a very strange tutorial, I'm sure. But it is, technically speaking, one of those. And also you can see how the frame rate's taking some weird cues from that as well. But if we just ignore that, if we just focus on the important stuff, such as finishing this up, we'll have a functional floor, because again, it has to be squarish, like I can't have random holes in the floor. But once we've worked this out at the very least, there we go. Now we have, and then we'll place some blocks here, we'll have it be like diagonal across. There we go, yeah, straight diagonal across here. In fact, I'll even do the same over here. Again, this might be a bad idea. But if I do the same there, then it kind of seems like the whole thing is a very elaborate part of the plan. And yeah, it's looking pretty good, right? See, Dr. Jim even approves too. Actually, I don't think I've got chat turned on. No, I don't. It's just not showing up. Do you like it? You like it? Dr. Jim likes it. That's how nice my cat house is. You maybe can't see what it is yet, actually. That was quick. See, that is my proof. You know, we don't need to measure timers or anything like that. My real proof of speed build is the fact that he says that was quick. We've got ourselves a functioning house-ish, functioning-ish house, and we got it pretty fast, I would say. The only thing we need now is like a proper form of roof, and then we're all golden. So yeah, I think as soon as we've got more of this going, it'll be more clear that this is a cat house, no toy. It'll be more clear that this is a cat house. I think I wish I hadn't made it so big. I think a tiny bit smaller would have made this more clear as to what it was. But still, it's now a better house. It's clear that it is something fast. It's clear that it's something good. And that's all that matters to me. So we're going to have this go up a block. Have this go up a block. So we've got like a real ceiling going on there. And then we're just going to cover this up one block after that. So over there. And then that's going to be my house finished. I mean, it's missing crafting tables, but don't worry. Remember how I made those earlier? We'll have one over here. In fact, wait, one over here, one over here, and one over here. One for each corner, besides that corner. No one likes this corner. This is the corner that you pee in, because you know how cats are. You like my house? You liking it? The staircase is a bit unfinished. only a little bit unfinished. BBL. Don't know what that stands for. Perhaps any slang experts could tell me. But yeah, I like it. Yeah, I think that's a better look. So here we can see, this is a little cat house. Or actually, it's a big cat house, really, isn't it? We need to add two more trees to it, I'd say, before we can really call it a finished cat house. And then I want to put some strip wood somewhere inside. So I'm not sure exactly. In fact, I'll use strip wood for the pillars, because we need to have something going on there. So there we go. This is my toy cat house. This is where I'm going to have all my operations in the server be based from, I guess. So just make a bunch of these, pillar up to there as well, and then we could probably place some blocks around here as well. Like, yep, this probably needs a block, and then block. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to fill in some gaps, but at least we got the basic idea sorted. It is a house. It is craftable. It can have. Oh wait, if we just like mine 8 blocks, let's put a furnace in there so we can officially call it a house. And then that can be like our start to the server, our introduction. There's a bunch of things I want to do. Like, I want to have like the best looking mine, because when it's a public server, you kind of have to like add style points to it, right? You have to impress people. You gotta make everyone go wow. You gotta turn their heads. So we're gonna be doing that here too. So let's grab ourselves a furnace, assuming I know where those are. We have to make a chest as well, so make one of them. Like, just get all the functional things so that we can technically call it a house. So furnace goes there. Chest goes there, you see. Everything's going to be next to something else. That kind of makes sense. And yeah, for now, this is my cat house. I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it a lot. Although every time I keep being like this, I'm like, you know, this was a great 25-minute SMP. You know what? Let's make it a 30-minute series. On the spot, decision right there. This is going to be a 30-minute series, because if I want to, you know, properly, you know, speak to some people and, like, work out some of people's opinions and, you know, share and discuss in that way, I think 30 minutes is a better amount of time to do so. So, on the spot decision, right now, you saw it very first here. This is going to be the 30-minute survival thing, just to make it a little bit more different than the rest of what I do here. So I'm going to check the chat, make sure nothing's going different. Okay, no, it's fine. Oh, he's giving me some dark oaks, I think. Or is that spruce? If that's spruce, then... Oh, it's dark oak. Thank you very much, Mr. ZloxyXP. You can trust ZloxyXP. He is the man to put all your faith in. Because no one else will give you free dark oak. Only ZloxyXP. So next up, we're going to make a bunch more slabs. Because we need to get... Oh. We need to get up here somehow. I guess the best place to start is here. Because, again, there's going to be pillars on all these sides. And then we have to just slowly run around here, making everything work just a little bit better. Okay, that's not right. That is right, though. Oh, yeah, this is just a bit dodgy. Okay, it's fine. Everything is just about working. And then we'll have the whole cover over the top of this, which is going to start here, I believe. Oh, no. Oh, okay, wait. We fell. But we came back. So this is this is going to be like the top, which will link into the other floors. And then there'll be a ceiling coming up here. And that can be the end of that. It'll be just the most wonderful. Just delightful. And then, yes, we have to kind of tie it into the original. top pillar thing. But after that, we have ourselves the real live cat house in the flesh. And I think it's cool that we've made something distinctive. Like again, look at that duck, distinctive addition. Look at that mushroom head, distinctive addition. Just doing things that are distinct, I think counts as good. And as soon as I think we'll come in here another time to finish this because the FPS drops. You can see they're getting a tiny bit worse. But for now, we have a finished-ish cat house. You can see at the very least that it is a cat house now. It's got a cute little cat ladder. It's got like a real cat-shaped house, although it's missing. I think the entrance makes it look less circular, actually. But as soon as it's finished, it'll look more circular. And then next episode, or soon, we're going to be starting to do a few collabs with this series. And I'm thinking in the form of like a talk time with Toy Cat. Like let's ask some questions, let's have some back and forth, let's do some things together, and let's see what other YouTubers are all about. That's something I want to do in this series, and it's something you can expect from here onwards. So thank you very much for watching. Zoxy XP. See, you can already tell a lot about him. That he's a good guy. But yeah, I hope I see you all in the next episode, where we'll be doing some form of either finishing the house or like improvement. Give it a like if you did like the SMP thing with the face cam and all that sort of stuff. Give it a share if you really liked it. And if you're new around here, subscribe, turn on them notifications because you know how it is. You turn on notifications and you got pretty good odds of seeing this daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of my cat house so far. And I guess I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.